Hello students, in GST today we are going to see procedure under GST. Okay, that is registration under GST. So coming to registration, coming to the types of registration, there are two types of registration. First one is compulsory registration and second one is voluntary registration. Compulsory registration, a person shall register under the tax if he fulfills the conditions specified in the Act for registration. In the Act itself, some conditions are given. If a person, he fulfills the condition which was given in the Act, he has to get compulsorily registered under GST. And second one is voluntary registration. So, those who are not fulfilling the conditions, they may get registered themselves. Okay, it is not compulsory. They may get registered themselves voluntarily under this scheme, that is voluntary registration. Any person whose aggregate turnover of taxable supply of goods or services is below rupees 20 lakhs, they may get registered under GST. They can voluntarily register under GST. And coming to benefits of registration, what are the benefits of registration? So, if a dealer himself register under GST, following benefits are available. First one, he will be recognized as a supplier of goods or services or both. Collection of tax by tax invoice. The registered person can collect the tax by issuing tax invoice, and only the registered person can avail for input tax credit. Others they can't. The unregistered person they can't avail input tax credit. And coming to utilization of input credit for payment of output tax. Only the registered dealers they can utilize input credit for payment of output tax. Transfer of input credit of taxes paid on goods and services or both to purchaser or recipient of goods or services or both by giving tax invoice, and they are eligible for availing another some other benefits which was given under GST Act. And coming to compulsory registration irrespective of value of supply. In certain cases, irrespective of value of supply, they have to get compulsorily registered. That is, person making any interstate sale taxable supply, casual taxable persons making taxable supply, persons who are required to pay tax under reverse charge, e-commerce operators supplying goods, specified services, non-resident taxable persons making taxable supply, persons who are required to deduct tax, that is TDS, input service distributors, persons required to deduct tax at source, online information database access or retrieval service, that is OID, or these kind of persons they have to get compulsory registration irrespective of value of their supply. And coming to time limit of registration, that persons they have to make application prior 5 days to the commencement of supply. Before commencement of their supply, they have to get registered before 5 days, prior 5 days. Okay, that is for casual taxable person. This is applicable for casual taxable person and non-resident taxable person. And supply from territorial waters of India, voluntary registration scheme, registration by the department, that is SUMOTO. Registration by department is otherwise known as SUMOTO. And coming to procedure for registration, first the person has to make application online to the authorities with relevant details. The authorities will grant registration within 7 days from the date of application. And application of registration, every person seeking to register under GST shall file an application in relevant form with the following details and documents. They have to include PAN number of the applicant, address and identity proof, contact details, that is phone number, email address, photo of proprietor or partner or directors. The application for registration shall be made online in GSTRN website after creating username and password. So, separate username and password is separate, that is given for separate registrant. Then processing by proper officer. After submission of application, the proper officer they will verify all the documents and they will approve and grant registration within 3 working days from filing of application. Then next process is